Alright, guys. I figured it out. So, what you do is you go in and out of the game and talk to the guy that you talk to as soon as you start the game. You keep doing that over and over till you get the epilogue after you get the Stanley figurines. Alright. I think it's finally time, for like days, to finally do the epilogue. But just wait a minute.
A curly crunch. A crunch. You ever look at your
Alright, time to actually play the epilogue. Now, let's get into it. The epilogue. Let's see what we got here. Epilogue. Okay. Many years later. Oh, this is the desert from the new content part, right? Yes, I think it is. Stanley Parable? Stanley Parable. Yeah. Fire. Alright, let's walk around. Alright, what else we got? Sandstorm. Lots of chairs everywhere. Yeah. God points, right? Not like dollars. Wow, beautiful moon. Yeah, this is the epilogue, dude. Oh yeah. Where are we trapped? Oh, this is the memory zone right here. I found it. I found the memory zone. Yeah, let's go. Wait, before we go into that, before we do that, I want to see if I can. No. Let's go.
People are sometimes stupid because
What's this over here? Cookie Nine's blog. Review the Stanley Parable 2. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with its sequel, where the first game, teamed with originally the Stanley Parable 2, is dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fan base. Rather than expand on what the first game enjoyed, what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers deep hole. Who cares? Endings. What bits for the Stanley Parable? Man, they're kind of right though. They're kind of right though with that. Not gonna lie. Another review. Jim Button. The Jim Button. You cannot take my Jim Button away. Okay, let's actually look at this. Stanley Parable developers, no more spin-offs, no more sequels. The Jim Button. I'd have to...
Stanley.
It says Stanley. I can't believe it. They made it so it doesn't only say Jim, it also says Stanley. Wait, there's more over here. So we got Jim and Stanley. Whoa, this is a lot of Stanley figurines. 19, 20... Hey, no, wait, we got 21? A lot. Jeez. What else have we got down here? Whoa. The two doors. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Oh, I had to do that. Okay. Let's see. Hello again. It's nice to see you. But it's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developer said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise? What nonsense. The Stanley Parable is not scared. We do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making the Stanley Parable games till the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. And what if people hate it? Who cares? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together we are going to make the Stanley Parable 3. It's simple. What we have to do is change the number in the game's title screen. You also really need a really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and gaudy. Go ahead and try combining some random words together to make a new title for the game. Oh, I can actually... The Stanley Parable 3. Employee of the Circles. Stanley Parable 3, Employee of the Circles. It's the third. I love it. Every time we restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1. And then we'll pick a new subtitle. That way, the Stanley Parable will never end. And nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work. No need to do that. It'll just be the same content recycled again and again with a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it, but I want you to have it. Let's do it. Okay. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Employee of the Circles. Baby. Wait, I don't think I wanted to do that. Let's go back and actually play the game now. Employee of the Circles.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Let's see if it's any different.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
What's going on?
Employee number 427's job was simple.
I think it's the same thing. Okay, let's do it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Remembering. Wait, don't we already have the new content? We already have the bucket. That is a little weird. Whatever, let's do it. Return to the Stanley Parable 2 Expo Hall. Well, we got the new content again. And I wonder where we will find the freaking thing. Like the free trophy.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Not very much of a surprise.
Yes,
we already went through this.
Is far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions. Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Oh, no, clean it.
Let's see if the World Settings Champion thing has opened.
Dude, come on. I'm just getting the stuff off.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the
You're
game on
getting
accident?
the
Well, I'm developing a technology to
test trophy.
give you the trophy. Yes. You
Come
see,
here.
you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be given to you. As you can see,
I
the
got
machine is not
it.
working yet since... Wait, what in the holy hell is going on? You got the trophy? Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago.
Test trophy description.
Who fixed
Replace
it?
this.
Is someone here?
Test
Are we
trophy,
being
please
watched?
ignore.
Oh, God. Composure, composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring... What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet? Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you?
Wait.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could
Wait.
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Stanley picked up the bucket.
Let's go back to the new content with the bucket. What if I can get a second bucket? I could literally get a second bucket. I just thought of that just now. I could probably get a second bucket. Okay, let's go.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this Ultra Deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark.
Alright.
And any new content for it...
We officially done the epilogue, and we got the test trophy that we wanted.
I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2. Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features. Wait, there are 2 buckets here. How did you get a second bucket? Oh no, the warmth and comfort of a single bucket is already so great, so intoxicatingly wonderful. With 2 buckets, there's no telling. Stanley, can you still hear me? Are you with me? Stanley! Oh, thank God, I didn't lose you, Stanley. The
My
power of 2
bucket.
buckets was too much. I had to destroy both of them.
No!
I know how much the bucket meant to you, but I couldn't take the risk.
My
I hope one day
bucket.
you can forgive me.
My bucket. My bucket.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now? So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on, let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look. This is the story. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find it. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy? Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks? Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.